Intro music fades out. Alright, let's cut to the chase. This situation in the Middle East isn't just another news blurb about missiles and counterstrikes. What's happening right now in Yemen, Iran, and the Strait of Hormuz is a masterclass in how global power dynamics are quietly being rewritten. And honestly, most of us are missing the bigger picture. Let's start with the Houthis. Yeah, they're launching drones and missiles at Saudi-backed forces in Marib, killing dozens. But here's the thing, these attacks aren't random. They're a calculated response to Saudi Arabia's decade-long intervention in Yemen. Think about it, this war's been going on since 2015, and the Houthis are still standing. Why? Because Iran's backing them, and Iran knows every strike weakens Saudi resolve. It's not just about territory, it's about sending a message: you can't stabilize Yemen without us. Now Ted Cruz is pushing Trump to arm Iranian protesters. Bold move, right? But let's unpack this. Cruz wants regime collapse in Iran. Sounds dramatic, but what does that really mean? History shows arming protesters rarely leads to stable democracies. Look at Libya. Look at Syria. You end up with chaos or another authoritarian. And Cruz's plan assumes Iranian protesters are both unified and anti-regime, big assumptions. What if the protests fizzle? Or worse, what if they empower hardliners who paint dissent as Western interference? This isn't 2003 Iraq, Iran's regime has deep roots. Cruz's approach feels like a Hail Mary pass, not a strategy. Then there's the Saudi-Turkey-Pakistan Defense Pact. Wait, Saudi Arabia and Turkey. These are countries that spent years backing opposing sides in Syria, Libya, and Qatar. And Pakistan? They're here because they're sitting on a nuclear arsenal and share a border with Iran. This alliance isn't about friendship, it's about survival. Everyone's hedging against a spillover from the Iran conflict. But here's the catch: Pakistan's economy is teetering. Turkey's currency is a dumpster fire. Saudi Arabia's got oil money, sure, but even they can't buy stability. This collective deterrence deal. It's a panic move. A sign that Middle Eastern powers are preparing for a long, messy fight. And Trump's claiming the Strait of Hormuz is sort of open. Classic wordplay. The reality. Iran's not blowing up tankers every day, but they're playing chess with global trade. By forcing ships to request permission and hug their coastline, they're asserting control without outright closing the strait. It's economic warfare masked as diplomacy. Imagine paying Iran a toll to pass through. Suddenly, every barrel of oil gets more expensive. That's their endgame. And Trump's deal with Oman. It's not a deal. It's a temporary band-aid. Iran's not backing down unless they get sanctions relief and recognition as a regional superpower. Good luck with that. One detail I can't stop thinking about: Iran's parliament speaker mocking Trump's flip-flopping. Massive attack, never mind. But Galabaf's right. The US has a credibility problem. When you threaten strikes and then pivot to negotiations, adversaries stop taking you seriously. This isn't just Trump, it's been a bipartisan pattern. The problem? In geopolitics, perception is reality. If Iran thinks the US is all talk, they'll keep pushing boundaries. And that's how miscalculations happen. So where does this leave us? The Middle East isn't just unstable, it's undergoing a tectonic shift. Old alliances are crumbling. New ones are fragile. And the US? It's caught between projecting strength and managing a global economy that can't afford a full-blown oil crisis. The real question isn't who wins in Yemen or Hormuz. It's whether the chaos we're seeing now is the start of a new order, or just the calm before a storm. What do you think? Drop your take in the comments. Let's see if we can piece this together.